If we invest the money and let it be, it can go up 300 times.
Welcome to the 1% Club Show live.
Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy.
Rupee is crashing, sentiment is crashing, growth rates are coming down.
You are somebody who went through the 2008 financial crisis as well, where the markets crashed by 70%.
Plus, I lost my job.
How did you go through that situation?
I have a solution for that. It's called the.
So when that fall happened, you did invest.
I had some 3-4 lakhs lying with me. I said, यार ये तो 70% गिर गया है कि मैंने immediately उसमें डाल दिया. That 3 became some 30-40 lakhs.
Today, what is your asset allocation?
I'm 70% equity, about 30% fixed income.
And no gold.
We have lost at least 1/3 of an economy to terrorism, and we faced 6,000 attacks.
Terrorists targeted tourists in Kashmir's Pahalgam. Blasts ripped apart the city and the heart of Mumbai.
Every large terror attack in India has taken away 0.5% GDP and 2% investment growth in the year of the attack.
This year is probably like one of the worst years. Like there is going to be a huge stock market crash. Do you think it's going to get better from here, from today?
On this, I'm taking a big risk here. This is definitely my boldest prediction ever. I think we're entering the...
So guys, welcome to the 1% Club Show live. Mr. Karan Datta, thank you so much for coming once again to my channel. This is the second time you're coming after almost 3.5 years. The first time we did this was in my older office in South Bombay. And back then we were already financially free. Right? I believe you had retired with the 20 crore kind of a portfolio back then. But before we begin the conversation, would love to ask you, at what point did you feel like you were financially free? Like, I'm sure you did some numbers, mathematics in your head. So, at what was that decision point for you? Because that was at the peak of your career, if I'm not wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, thanks, Sharan, for calling me again. And namaste to everyone on the audiences and to all of you. Your office is lovely.
Thank you.
It's very nice. The financial freedom number that I'd always had in my mind was 10 CR.
Okay.
So I had worked that number, like there was something I'd worked like backwards, but somehow I stuck my head around a number of 10 CR. And I said, the day I hit 10, I'll walk away.
And how old were you when you thought about this?
40.
At the age of 40. And today you are?
55.
55.
I'm 55 now. But at 40, I decided that if ever I touch 10, I'm off. I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
And there was a reason for it, Sharan. Because I realized that the corporate world is brilliant. It's really nice. It's given me everything. But there has to be a time when I invest in myself.
Okay.
Like in my interests, in things I love to do. The corporate doesn't allow you to do it beyond a point. So...
like take 5 vacations a year.
yes.
Go to golf classes.
Yes. Every day.
Every day golf.
Yes, I'm notorious for that. But that's life, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that led me to believe that सारे individuals की thinking अलग हो सकती है. अभी भी I'm the only one from my set of friends and generation who's still alone. Everyone is still working. Very few people walk away.
So most of your friends who are 50s in their
They're
50s.
all working.
Still working.
They're all working. And I credit them a lot for having the energy and the stamina to do it. But I'm spending my energy and stamina on other things.
So, and I also remember the year you left your job, like forever. You were already making 1 crore a year, if I'm not wrong, at that point of time.
My salary was, I think, 1.5 crore.
You left at 1.5 crore salary, you left. And how old were you that time when you left?
48.
48. Is that the age at which you achieved 10 CR?
10 से ज़्यादा ही हो गया.
10 से ज़्यादा. You could not stop.
I know, well, I was very lucky. The firm had given me stock options that materialized. Unintentionally, I made some money.
So now let's talk about how exactly you achieved this number. Because for most of them, having that 10 crores seeing in their bank account.
हाँ,
Not talking about house, talking about 10
Yeah.
crores in mutual funds and stocks.
liquid.
That itself seems like, probably might never happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So can you break down your entire financial journey? Like, how did that change for you? What were the key moments in your life
Yeah.
where these transformations happened for you?
It's a great question. And I'm glad you asked that question because I'm going to share with everyone one incident in my life that took place, which allowed me to come to the mutual fund industry. And Sharan, that allowed me to understand कि decades का investment क्या होता है, patience क्या होता है. So I'm going to share with all of you a very personal incident that happened. So a friend of mine and me were in the lift going for an interview at Rajendra Place, which we just heard right now.
Okay.
We were going for an interview to join a finance company. This is back in the 1990s.
Okay.
And the two of us were not sure कि ये finance क्या होता है. We had no clue. आज थोड़ा सा clue है, but उस वक्त तो बिल्कुल नहीं था. And both went for the interview. And the people who were interviewing, they just randomly chose me.
Okay.
They said, okay, you join. And I was very scared. मेरे को idea नहीं था what I'm getting into. This is the era when mutual funds had not even started. This was an era of lending and borrowing. So I joined that company, came into the world of finance. But in 1998, the second biggest decision I took after the lift wala decision was to join the mutual fund industry. I left this lending business and came into something that no one had heard of. Let's do mutual funds. Both these decisions gave me what I think is God's gift to me. It allowed me to be in an industry which thinks so long, which creates wealth, and which has allowed me also to make some money. So these two decisions were very, very key to my planning. After that, when I started investing, I realized that, boss, ये wealth creation ka journey, it's a great journey. Sharan, in our industry, now we have a 30-year track record of mutual funds. 30 years mein funds are up 300 times. 300 times. The worst one is up 150 times.
Is there anybody here who's been investing for 25 years in mutual funds?
So Sir's example is,
Have you seen your money multiply by 300 times?
you've withdrawn also.
Yeah,
So,
withdrawn also.
which is fine. What I'm trying to say is that if we invest the money and let it be, it can go up 300 times. Is my training.
No, I actually recently read a post by a mutual fund company where they were talking about the performance of that fund for the last 25 years. And they said that the fund got 22% CAGR.
Wow.
But when they went into the details and saw how much percentage of people actually got 22% CAGR,
No one.
that number was less than 2% of people.
They're lucky they got 2%.
Right.
And this is the biggest thing I want to leave the audience and everyone listening to us today, that the funds always deliver. We get impatient.
So talking about impatience, let's talk about the current situation. War, right? And maybe as of today, maybe things are settling down, but you never know, every day is different. And every day have been surprising us in 2026. Now, you are somebody who comes from your dad was in the army, if I'm not
Air
wrong.
Force.
Air Force.
Fighter pilot.
Fighter pilot. And you've been very passionate about this topic. You told me earlier today that every day you study this topic for at least 4 hours.
4 hours a day.
Right? So what can you tell the audience here today about what is happening in the world today and what it means for their money? Is this something new? Because people at least like me, who have been investing for the last 8 years.
This is new.
This is new for me.
This is new. Okay, so the world order itself is changing. Let's start with that. And many countries now want to portray leadership. It has been the dominance of the Americans for 50, 60, 70 years, perhaps even 100 years. But now even the Chinese want to play. So do the Russians, which is an old power, the Soviet Union. It's still a very powerful nation, but they are also playing, they want to throw their hat in the ring, that hum bhi hain. So the Americans are there, the Russians are there, the Chinese are there, and so are the Indians.
We also want to try.
We also want to play. You're seeing that around you. That even what is Amrit Kal? 2047. The definition of Amrit Kal is you want to become a developed nation. But pie तो economic pie उतना ही है ना दुनिया का. अभी सबको ही उसी economic pie में से they want to share. Problem. And the world order is changing, and there is that change is causing a lot of restlessness within the existing powers. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So, because like I said, the pie is the same, but each country wants a bigger share. That is an economic format of war. And what is an economic format? That the Americans are best at producing very advanced semiconductor chips. So to curtail Chinese growth, they told the Chinese, we won't give you the semiconductors because तुम हमसे भी better हो जाओगे. So what did the Chinese do? And the Chinese need semiconductors, right? Their entire manufacturing is based on semiconductors. So the Americans said, we won't give it to you. Fine. So what did the Chinese do? The Chinese control rare earth processing. Now there's nothing rare about rare earths, but 90% of processing is controlled by China. It's a very dirty, manual, very unenvironmental friendly job, which they've been doing for 40 years. Rare earth mining, processing. Everything you see in your office is a product of a rare earth processing. That is 90% controlled by China. Uska usage is in defense equipment also. Making an F-35, sensors, the radar systems, in missile systems. So the Chinese said, we won't give you the rare earth. Are you not now at loggerheads? So what I'm saying is that the world order is shifting slightly. On top of it, what has also happened is countries like India and Israel have taken a very hard stand on terrorism. And it's very important for the audience to know this because we've been a large victim of terrorism, and so has Israel. Now this response of the state is that this is not an act of terror, this is an act of war. So any act of terrorism will be responded with an act of war. So Israel has done what you're seeing is because they were attacked in 2023 by Hamas. 2,500 Hamas soldiers went in and they killed 1,500 Israelis. What happened in Pahalgam? 26 civilians died by 3 terrorists. So the state has also said, now we are not going to take it lying down. This has a profound impact on your money.
Can you explain that?
Yes, I'm going to explain that. Many times I've asked people, are you a victim of terrorism? And they say, no, we're not. Obviously, now if you're sitting in front, then you cannot be a victim. But we are all economic victims of terrorism, all of us. There's a lot of study that has been done. Moody's has done a study, and you all can Google this later. Every large terror attack in India has taken away 0.5% GDP and 2% investment growth in the year of the attack. And we faced 6,000 attacks in 20 years.
India has faced 6,000 attacks.
From 1993 to 2013, 6,024. Which basically means every year one large terror attack, at least. We have lost at least 1/3 of an economy to terrorism. So उसमें क्या होता है? Cost बढ़ जाता है. अब I'll go to the airport now. I have a flight. I'll have to go 2.5 hours ahead of time because there's n number of security checks. Then look at the number of police people that are now. You have to hire so many CRPF, then reserve police force. Then tourism comes down in the year of the attack. No one comes to invest.
Yeah.
Why would a foreigner come to invest in your nation if you have got 6,000 terror attacks? But the minute it reverses, you've got all-time markets, FIIs coming in, FDI coming in, SIP is going up, capital markets doing well, manufacturing in India, made in India, ye in India, wo in India, because in the last 10 years, that trend has reversed. Terror attacks nahi ho rahe hain to Kashmir mein hi ho rahe hain. So if you are a safe and secure nation, you will become a progressive capital markets. What I was telling you, Sharan, at the back was, you cannot be a great capital market, but an unsafe nation. वो नहीं हो सकता. And that is what we are seeing in the world.
So are you seeing that the trend is changing for India? Are we becoming a safer and safer country?
I think so. And I'm trying my best not to give political answers in this because geopolitics में एक word है geo और एक है politics. So आ ही जाता है.
Yeah.
I'm being as factual as possible. In the last 12 years, the number of attacks has come down dramatically. एक ही हुआ था वो दिल्ली में रेड फोर्ट में, which where again the entire the thousands of kilos of bombs, the material was found, but one car still escaped that blew up. So the number of cases has come down. We've become a safer nation. Naxalism is over. I've not even spoken about Naxalism. That's finished. So what will happen is industry will now say that I'm willing to invest in Chhattisgarh. Suddenly, Chhattisgarh will become important. What happened with other states? Chhattisgarh will also improve. That will pick up the GDP of India.
Yeah.
That will get added to GDP. So when you get the linkage, as things improve, then जिस शहर में या जिस छोटी जगह में फैक्ट्री लगेगी, वहाँ पे उद्योग होगा, then the people who are doing work out there, suddenly they'll get some money. What will they buy? First, they'll buy some consumer durable product, Colgate खरीदेंगे या Nestle का chips करिए. And that's how the stock market starts. So it's directly linked. So a safe and secure nation will lead to a safe and secure capital markets.
So, right now for this year, 2026, so in my company, there are a few people who are like die-hard believers of astrology.
Okay.
And in astrology, apparently, this year is probably like one of the worst years of our lifetime. Like there is going to be a huge stock market crash as per numerology, right? That's what I keep hearing. So I wanted to ask you, this year, considering how things are going, do you think it's going to get better from here, from today?
Yeah.
Or is it still unknown? What is your expert opinion
So Sharan, on this, I'm taking a big risk here
in saying this?
in saying what I'm going to say.
Okay.
This is definitely my boldest prediction ever. I predicted the Middle East war in 2023. I have an official note which says this will become, where I've written that all of Middle East will get into a war. I predicted Operation Sindhu 3 weeks before it happened.
Wow.
I predicted the ceasefire 15 days before. So there is some credibility now what I say.
4 hours per day is
It's a lot.
a lot.
I think we're entering the most peaceful era man has ever seen, man or woman has ever seen. And I say this with great responsibility.
Wow.
Through this war, through this pain, on the other side is a lot of gain. Because you are finishing state-sponsored terrorism once and for all. You're giving deep messages. When that happens, people will take it very seriously. Like Operation Sindhu was a very serious message. Operation Roaring Lion is a very serious message. People will think 100 times to do this again. Through this war, what this pain is, think of this as the peak of COVID. No one believed that this COVID kabhi khatam hoga and hum sab will finish. But as you reach the peak, the fall was also very sharp. And after that, you all remember what happened to the capital markets. Aaj tak uska benefit nahi. I have a feeling, Sharan, that the peak of the war is done. Every political objective has been met. Iran has taken a lot of punishment. And the Israelis and the Americans have achieved what they had to. There's very little left to do now.
Incentives are less.
Incentives, there is not much you can do beyond this. There will be a lot of posturing. There will be a lot of ye nahi ho raha hai, wo nahi ho raha hai. Don't think that the pain is over. What I'm saying is because economic pain to abhi bhi chal raha hai, because by the time oil starts again, gas starts again, 3 months gone.
Yeah.
Economic pain is there, but the pain of the war is going to decelerate.
So you mentioned that we are entering one of the best times in terms of world peace. And the capital markets are obviously going to do well.
Yeah.
But beyond the Indian market,
Yeah.
any other market that you would want the audience here to explore,
Yeah.
which can also benefit from this new world order?
Yeah. And here I have to be very honest and transparent. My own money today is only in domestic assets. I have not yet invested, though my advisor is now asking that we shift some money to America and that too in sectors जहाँ पे किसी ने नहीं invest किया है. Pharma, for example.
In America.
Yeah, because no one has touched pharma.
Okay.
Even in India, there is nothing happening on the pharma sector.
Hmm.
See, when do you make money? Like, how do you make money? You make money when something is under-researched, undervalued, and under-owned. How can you make money if something is over-researched, overvalued, and over-owned? उसमें तो पैसे बन गए ना.
Yeah.
So pharma is one such sector जहाँ पे under ownership भी है, valuation भी ठीक लग रहा है. Here and globally. There are other sectors like, for example, consumer facing. So for example, I'll give you, I don't want to get stock specific, वो गलत हो जाएगा, but like some of our daily product companies have gone nowhere for like 5 and 6 years. Toothpaste companies, FMCG,
Consumer staples.
consumer staples have gone nowhere
Yeah.
for 7 years, and they're starting to look little better. Parts of IT is starting to look better. Our main IT company is down 50%. Yeah.
Yeah.
इतना तो बुरे दिन नहीं आए हैं.
Yeah.
So there are pockets available. I would kind of stay away from the AI space in the States right now. That's overdone. For the viewers, I must share something. You all have heard of Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. It is one of the largest in the world and it's listed in Taiwan. Now, uska market cap is bigger than Taiwan's GDP.
Okay.
सोचो तो क्या मतलब, where can you make, it's difficult to imagine one stock bigger than the
Global frenzy or the
Global-
AI team.
on AI.
So let us say you're wrong
Yeah.
and we are actually going to see another market crash.
Yeah. So sorry, let me qualify that. I'm not predicting a market boom. What I'm saying is from here onwards, if you carefully build your portfolio with a 5 to 6 year horizon, look, I'm trained to think in years and decades, you cannot go wrong.
Okay.
Something can go wrong in 26, that's a possibility.
Okay.
Can something fall from here? Because that's too short, and something, I would say there is a smaller chance of things going bad, but there is a chance.
But why is that chance there?
Because yaar, abhi bhi itna fragile hai sab kuch. Anything could go wrong. Some weird guy shooting off a missile somewhere hits an American ship, all bets are off. So I'm saying 26 can still be a little sensitive. I'm hoping, and by the way, in the last 10, 15 days, we've already seen a bit of a revival starting to take place.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it'll be fine. But as you go to 27, 28, 29, my confidence
It is going up.
Yeah.
But let us say things go wrong this year.
in
Okay.
26. Huh.
And you are somebody who went through the 2008 financial crisis as well, right? Where the markets crashed by 70%.
Plus, I lost my job.
And you lost your job, right? So how did you go through that situation? So because if such kind of a thing happens, even half as worse as that happens in this year, I'm sure a lot of people here are not financially prepared for that. So what are the things that you would advise for the people over here?
I have a solution for that. It's called the seatbelt theory. If you're driving and your driver is driving very fast, or if you're in an aircraft, the air hostess will come and tell you where disturbance, trouble, please wear your seatbelt. In that case, remember these words: wear your seatbelt and don't do anything. Just don't move. चिपके रहना सीट पे, कुछ मत करना. Don't touch your money. Is the sanest piece of advice I can give, because I'll say that again with great responsibility, Sharan, that when we invest, we believe that it is our birthright to make money. But the markets will just throw us out. Because simply because we've invested doesn't mean that we should make money. You only make money when you let it stay.
Yeah.
If you've done the right thing and if you invested it well, even if there is turbulence, doesn't matter. And Sharan has given the example of 70%. That time, I think my portfolio was some 1 crore. It came down to 30 lakhs. And I lost my job. अब इससे ज़्यादा धमाका तो हो नहीं सकता. But that is when I said that thank God I was from the mutual fund industry. I was trained to think in decades.
No, but at that point of time, did your hope not just disappear? Like, if something like that happened today, let's say 1 crore becomes 30 lakhs, I think I would start questioning everything about the world. I'm
But
like,
Sharan,
what is happening?
You and me and this, the new generation has gone through COVID, when life itself became unpredictable. Forget markets. When we didn't know whether we live the next day. So we've seen a lot. Actually, if you think about it, COVID was only a 30% drop, but people didn't know whether on TV channels, it used to be whether we live tomorrow or not,
Yeah. That's true.
right? So I'm saying this human race has seen a lot. Portfolios, if invested well, do come back. If you don't make big mistakes, and remember, if the fall is 70%, the maximum money is going to be made by the person who invests on that day. ये मैं guarantee के साथ कर सकता हूँ.
So when that fall happened,
I did invest.
you did invest, like, but you lost your job.
Yeah, I had some money. Can you believe it? I had some 3-4 lakhs lying with me.
Where?
It was lying in my bank. For some reason, I had 3-4 lakh. I said, yaar, ये तो 70% गिर गया है. Just first thing that came to mind, I don't even remember what, I think it was some tax saver scheme. मैंने immediately उसमें डाल दिया. That 3 became some 30-40 lakhs. Yeah.
And then how long did it take for it to go back to 1 CR?
Oh yeah, very quick, very quick.
How long?
2009.
Okay.
See, it's like a lot of you may have heard my very good friend Ashish Somaya.
Yeah. White Oak Capital.
He gives the example of a spring. You compress the spring, and Ashish, I'm borrowing your example, so quoting you. You compress the spring, the energy is stored in the spring. The minute you release it, it comes back to its full capacity. The markets are exactly like that. You compress the market beyond a point. When you release it, boss, it will come back to its true value. In the last 3-4 years, valuations were stretched. Bahut paisa was chasing very few stocks. I was not very bullish at all. In fact, a lot of my videos have gone on record saying that be careful. But now I'm saying it's time to dheere build your.
So today, what is your asset allocation?
I'm 70% equity, about 30% fixed income. And we ended up buying a home for my parents, which is also in my name.
And no gold.
I've always believed gold is an ornament. A home is to stay in. Insurance is for risk, and mutual fund is for wealth creation.
But then you miss the entire gold rally. You're not like disappointed about it.
Not at all.
No?
Not at all. So there's a reason for that, because 30-year track record, I spoke about mutual funds.
Wait. How many of you all have silver in your portfolio right now?
Good, smart guys.
No, but did you have this 2 years back? How many of you all had silver 2 years back?
Yeah.
Wow, not bad.
Yeah, so those are the smartest guys who had silver 2 years ago.
Robert Kiyosaki on my podcast said buy silver 3 years back.
So now those are.
And I'm like, what is he saying?
Yeah.
Silver kaun kharidega? It's like you sell everything, buy silver.
Yeah. Those are forward-looking guys who. So the reason he would have said it is because he must have anticipated this rare earth processing challenges that the world is going to.
Same thing he said in America, China, everything.
You know?
War and all he said. I'm like, what is he saying? What is this? Not possible.
So in fact, now I'm saying the ulta. कि war अब कम हो जाएगा तो capital markets में there's a chance that it will. See, why did gold go up? Because central banks were busy buying gold because they wanted to hedge against the dollar. They didn't want dollar to be like the dominating currency. So they started buying the gold. And that's run up. But the 30-year, 25, 30-year long-term track record of gold is it beats inflation. At best, it beats inflation. But that's not my objective in life. I have to beat inflation plus 4%.
Yeah.
So वो gold नहीं करता.
Inflation plus 4%. And what you assume inflation as for you?
I'm saying long-term inflation is 7%.
For you, I don't think it's 7%.
Yeah, for me, it's slightly higher. My foreign trips cost a lot. That's true.
I think we will end the conversation there where you tell me, for the audience here, what does the life of a financially free man look like? What is a day in your life today?
Spending time with Sharan. Very peaceful. People ask me...
Tell me from the day, the hour you wake up. Tell me that life.
I wake up very early. I wake up at 7.
Okay.
Then I spend... My first 2 hours are spending time on channels that I really like yours or people who I follow a lot. Till 9:30, I spend my me time.
You're watching content.
I'm watching a lot of content, reading a lot of content.
Okay.
By 10 o'clock, it's breakfast time. And by 12, I'm out of the house
Where?
to play golf.
Play golf.
That's 4 hours,
Okay. 4 hours, 12 to 4.
12 to 4.
Okay. And then?
4:30, I come back. Then by that time,
But isn't it hot? 12 o'clock.
So now it's got very hot. Now it's getting hot. Delhi's still better.
Okay.
Peak winters. Can you imagine peak winters in Delhi, going in the sun at 12 and playing till 4? It's like the best thing that can happen on this planet.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
because I'm not there yet.
But look who's talking. But 4:30, come back, have my tea. And then I spend time with my wife. We go to the gym.
Then you go to the gym after 4 hours of golf.
Yeah, 1.5 hours.
Gym. 1.5 hour.
For 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Very close by. So
Okay.
we do that. It's 7:38, time for a little dinner and all that. And then it's Netflix time. Kapil Sharma is my favorite. I watch it day in and day out. And for 2 hours, either we're watching The Office
Okay.
or I'm watching Kapil Sharma show. So 4 hours of studying and 4 hours of playing.
I love it. So, guys, that's the life of a financially free man and one of the biggest, stalwarts of the wealth management industry in India. Can you please give him a big round of applause? Guys, I would love for you guys to answer. I would, we have time for 5 people to ask questions. So, if you are interested, please feel free to ask questions. Yes, please.
India is dealing in some 33 sectors in mutual funds.
Right.
So which sector will boom? That's one. The first question of this thing. And the second is, what is your advice to Sharan? Where should he focus on?
And why are you interested in that?
Sharan is one of the
First question.
First question.
I think, like I mentioned, pharma looks very interesting. Agriculture looks very interesting. FMCG looks very interesting. All the sectors that have got hammered, parts of auto look, which is converting to EV. That looks very interesting. I'm not very bullish on financials. I'm not very bullish. There's a reason for it. And I think that's kind of come true last 5 years. Financials haven't made money. 4 years, they haven't made much money. But life mein na simple hai. You have to, like I said, how do you make money? You have to go to sectors where no one is looking. And there are these four sectors. There are parts of defense which will do well, though it's very overvalued. Because everyone will start investing in the defense of a nation. So there are parts, but some of them are overvalued. To dhoondna padega. Some mutual fund has to do some detailed research in finding stocks out there. But pharma, auto, agriculture, FMCG, parts of defense, resilient growth will do well.
That's the first question. The second question,
Second question to Sharan is simple. He should call me for this every month. No, on a very serious note, I think what 1% Club has done is, you have revolutionized making finance simple. It's very tough to do, Sharan. I must compliment you for that because it's a very complicated subject.
Yeah.
It is like ma'am from Chennai who's a doctor. For me to understand her language will be very tough. But you've been able to simplify that for the country. And I must compliment you for that. Do more of what you're doing.
Thank you. I will.
There's one question at the back.
I'm from Hyderabad, and I have a couple of questions. One is suggestion that you have given is to sit tight, right? So you have done that during 2008 crisis as well.
Yeah.
But in your personal experience, right? How did you book profits, and do you decide it on fundamentals, percentages, or based on goals? That is first question.
Got it.
Second question is you have spoken about different sectors, right? So you asked us to focus on pharma and other sectors as well,
Correct.
right? How do you actually pick those sectors? What are the parameters that you actually look into?
Okay. Both are really relevant questions, and especially the first question is super relevant because how do you use the money that you made? In my case, I can share my personal experience because wo to ab live 7-8 saal ka, I have a track record of making no money. I am jobless. So I have to use my investments. So I have something known as a systematic withdrawal plan. And so you all are doing SIPs, I am doing SWPs. From my corpus, which is growing, which continues to grow at a certain rate, I take a monthly, I take some money into my account from whatever is growing. So if my corpus is growing by 11%, I take away 4 to 5% and let 6 or 7 compound. So this is my way of booking my profits also. And then Sharan did mention I do take these foreign trips once in a while, so वो मेरा profit booking वहाँ पे भी हो जाता है. So and that's very important because finally, what is the money for? I don't want to leave it for some generations that are coming. I want to use it for myself because I want to live life. So I do my profit booking when I want the money, like Sir mentioned. If it's a trip, if it's I'm buying something, or if there's an asset that we're purchasing, we purchase a home, like I said, for my parents. We use the money from the mutual funds to buy. On your second question, what do we look for? I look for 3 things in a company. It should have no loans, as low loans as possible on its balance sheet. Promoters should be buying back the stock, not selling the stock. And it should have free cash flow generation. I'll repeat it. I want that loan सबसे कम हो, free cash flow generation हो, and promoters should be buying the stock, not necessarily selling the stock. और पिछले 3 साल में बिल्कुल उल्टा हुआ है. Promoters have been selling the stock, 6 pages of ETs only IPOs.
Yeah.
Right? People have been leveraging their balance sheets and taking loans, and cash flow generation has come down. That's why we found it very difficult to find companies which can create wealth. But अब ये सब उल्टा हो रहा है. That's why I'm getting, and also prices have fallen. Na? Like 35%, all good stocks are down 35%. You take any name, best names are down 30-35%. So now to seal it, lock it, and wear the seatbelt.
Thank you so much, sir.
The low interest rate regimes across the world, like in Japan or US, I think due to, again, the inflation at their end, they are trying to raise the interest rates.
Right.
Which means the cheap money which was available to invest globally, especially in India, the FII flows are expected to show the reverse direction.
Yeah.
So how is that going to impact, and how, as investors, we can know that particular time so that we actually get into a market when the FIs are pulling out and the markets are down, and we, as you mentioned, 30-35% down, we can actually get invested and reap the benefits in the medium to long term?
Yeah, that's a super question because this affects us all. So I have so the question that he's asking is what happens, FIRs are walking out and I'm saying that stocks are available 35%. Does it make sense? Because Firangis are walking out and we are domestic investors are buying. Actually, we provided FIIs and promoters great exit because SIP has become so big, 30,000 crores per month, that's 360,000 crores for the year. That's exactly the FII outflow. And on the other side, we've given promoters also exit through the IPOs. So this is a very sensitive time for retail investors because जो FII भी बेच के चला गया, promoter भी बेच के चला गया, and we are holding the stocks. And so it becomes even more important that when things get volatile, or if they do get volatile, we become strong. Remember, the rule of the markets is it only respects strong hands. It will spit out weak hands. So if that situation comes where we have to start deciding on being strong hands, then we have to as domestic institutional, we are DIIs.
Yeah.
हम लोग domestic investors. Domestic investor has to start behaving like a foreign investor, strong long term.
But sir, if promoters are actually selling out, are they not having trust on their business that, okay, this
No, I don't think. I think they have found great valuation for their businesses and they have found a way to exit. See, private equity guys have taken stake in the promoter. So people have invested for 7 years. Their businesses have done well. I'm not commenting on the quality of the business. What I'm saying is the exit has got provided. And so and in this, many companies have exited, but only a few will do well.
Thank you.
So seek advice. So good financial advice. Ma'am is a financial advisor. I'm sure like there are many financial advisors. Always seek good. after spending 25 years in the industry, I do have a financial advisor.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Karan,
so much.
for your wonderful session. You saw the audience has learned a lot. And thank you so much, guys, for patiently sitting. And I'm sure you learned a lot of things, as I have. And have fun for the rest of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karan.
Thank you so much.
Before you go, guys, if this video gave you even one insight and made you feel differently about money, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends or family member who could use it too. And if it has sparked a new thought or even made you disagree with me, drop a comment below and tell me why. Your critique helps me make this conversation sharper and more useful for you. As long as you have me subscribed, I'll make sure that you walk away with one new thing every Wednesday and Saturday.